Anyway, come on. We got to do some news because I know you got to be out of here and we don't have much time left.
That's true. There's a situation. We already talked about the plane crash, so I'm not going to do that anymore.
Screw the plane crash. What are we going to do about
it? The Everglades, they said the plane just disappeared. It's the worst kind of rescue recovery deal they've ever had because the plane is in that area.
The hell with it. What are we going to do?
For the black boxes and anything they can find left of the people.
Oh, yeah? There's some black women on there?
No. Oh. The boxes that record what.
Hey, they don't want to lose the box. We don't care about the rest of these women, but just the box we need.
What's going on while you're flying a plane?
I see.
Recorders, Howard. In Chicago.
Oh, my God, there's an alligator. Oh. If I was an alligator, I'd eat the box first. Right, man?
Just imagine if the plane stayed intact and they drowned in the plane.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You are assuming that they died when they were big. They could have been alive.
Listening to that guy who called in earlier,
yes.
He was alive until the plane hit. I mean, he was aware.
That's what I'm saying.
Until the plane hit the ground.
They might have survived the crash because the plane, by the way, was never recovered.
No, it disappeared
right.
As soon as it hit that murky water.
They might have all gone down in there and even gotten out and then got eaten by the alligators and mosquitoes and cougars.
Well, the mosquitoes didn't get them under the water.
No, I don't know about that. Sometimes can do that. Sometimes you go under the water and your feet are sticking out. Imagine you survive the plane crash, you get out, and then you're in quicksand. You head first into the quicksand, your feet are out, and the mosquitoes sting you to death with your feet.
So you're going to have the 10-minute miserable death.
Right.
Anyway.
And then mosquitoes.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Just life sucks.
Oh. 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 Oh, oh,
in Chicago, they have a situation. The police are being criticized for turning the death of a 600-pound woman into a carnival atmosphere. The woman was, her body was in the living room, I guess. I don't know how she got naked, but she was naked.
Where was this?
In Chicago.
Unbelievable.
31-year-old woman.
A 600-pound woman?
She remained in her living room for 5 hours while the cops were trying to figure out how to get her out of there and who should do it and who'd be able to lift her.
Because she was dead.
Because she was dead and she was 600 pounds.
She put an alligator in there. Just a little bit.
So there were about 20 kids, I guess, standing outside of the house, and some of the neighbors and family are saying that the police allowed the kids to come in and gawk at the 600-pound naked woman's body.
Hey, that's nothing. I would have dressed her up as Santa Claus and taken pictures.
They were also jiggling the body with their boots so that they were like kicking and making it shake.
Did they pose with her next to her with the pictures?
Neighbors who stood across the street said they also saw officers eating food from the woman's house and playing Nintendo. Oh, yeah.
Why not?
They had a good time. They turned on some music.
And party.
While they waited for the body to be removed.
I got no problem with that.
The door of the house was propped open all afternoon, and the curtains were not drawn, so anybody who could walk by could just look in. When the body was moved, witnesses say the 8 police officers on the scene dragged it by the ankles up the steps from the basement apartment and across the lawn.
Well, what do they expect?
Exposing the naked body in the process.
Oh, what are you supposed to do?
How about a sheet?
Oh, a sheet? How are you going to drag a 600-pound woman with a sheet?
Easy. You hold it on the ankle.
Yeah, let me see you do it. Hey, at least these guys didn't have sex with her.
Please. They said they didn't give her any dignity at all.
Police.
Oh.
The family even now can't get the body out of the morgue because they can't find a funeral home willing to work with a 600-pound woman. So the National Association for the
Advancement of Fat People.
Of Fat Acceptance.
Yeah, I'm a member of that.
So they have several hundred calls from the Chicago area. And they've called a special meeting to respond to the allegations about the way this woman was treated. Large people are treated as somehow subhuman. They are treated as trash.
Yeah.
And they are not going to let this kind of thing pass.
It's called going to diet.
Police.
Some people don't have your abilities, Howard. Or Uzo. They just have to be fat.
Just eat peanuts and rice.
And dance.
Right.
Yourself a dance show.
Seriously. On cable.
Not only will you have income, you will be thin.
Exactly.
O.J. Simpson has gone to London, they say, to try to repair his image.
I would love to.
The main attraction to England is that he is going to be the premier guest on a new television talk show that's starting over there. They're hoping that a lot of people will tune in tonight to see him.
You could let a fat woman decompose down to about 150 pounds and then get her out of the house and bury her. Right, no funeral, nothing. What's wrong with that?
That would take months.
What, are you in a rush? She's not going anywhere.
You wouldn't want to come in there and get her out if she'd been decomposed.
Really? All right, anyway, so you're saying OJ's on TV?
Yeah, well, he's not on TV yet. Sometime this evening he's going to be on television in England.
And it's a talk show? Or
talk show. They say that none of the questions have been pre-screened. Mm-hmm. OJ arrived at the airport. There were crowds of reporters waiting to have his first words uttered on, I guess, their particular broadcast. OJ fielded questions about his activities while he's there, including his golf game and how much golf he plans to get in.
That's important.
But he just ignored questions about the murder of his wife and her friend Ron Goldman. He was also greeted with some shouts of murderer.
Good.
By some of the crowd. There seems to be, however, a lot of interest in this TV program. A lot of people say they will watch. The producers of the show say they're only paying OJ £1, which is
the same weight as his wife's head.
Which works out to about $1.50. But they are footing the bill for the airfare, the first class airfare and travel and all that stuff.
I see. Well, that's very nice.
Getting paid in some way.
Of course.
And he's also going to address the Oxford debating team while he's there. Here's OJ on the golf course, I think.
Jesus, can you believe it? OJ's on the golf course and he's a murderer. Oh, man. Jeez.
Well, guys, right now I am trying to focus on playing golf, and that's the only thing I'm going to focus on.
No question.
What a great guy. That sounds like Tom's weekend. I'm going to try and focus on my golf and try and drown out what happened that night. Man, how do people even... They should just, like, all walk off the golf course and not play. Who's playing with them? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I can't answer that for you.
Probably Whitey. Right, Robin? White man.
That's probably true.
The white man is playing with him.
Yes, sir!
A Minnesota teenager is causing all kinds of hubbub. The Make-A-Wish Foundation usually has a pretty good reputation, and they usually have people saying nice things about them, right? This is the organization that allows children who are terminally ill to live out a life's dream before they die.
Somebody has a bad thing to say about that?
Yes, because one of the little children they're trying to help had a wish to go and shoot a Kodiak bear in Alaska.
Yeah, so let him do it. Who cares?
Oh, well, all these animal rights people are very upset.
Oh, man. That's dying.
And animal-loving celebrities are among them. They are outraged by the idea that the Make-A-Wish Foundation would set up a situation for a boy to go kill a bear.
He wants to take something with him into the afterlife.
Well, that's what one person said. How could a terminally ill person think of snuffing the life out of somebody else?
How old is this kid?
Who's going to give the bear the last wish?
How old is this kid?
About 13, I think.
Where do you come up with that as a wish? Usually it's like, I want to meet Barbara Streisand. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Too bad he doesn't want to kill OJ.
They said bagging the bear was a sincere wish for this youngster, and it reflects a lifelong involvement in family hunting and fishing trips. So they were going to send the boy and his father up to Alaska to hunt the Kodiak bear.
Why don't they find a bear with a terminal disease, Robin? And then they'll solve everyone's problem. A sick bear.
It was the bear's last wish to have somebody shoot it?
Yeah, they could act as like Dr. Kevorkian of bears.
So a bunch of people have offered other opportunities.
What a weird kid.
They said the only shooting the boy should be doing is with a camera.
Wouldn't you want to shoot like a supermodel or something, like with a camera? You're right, or hump a supermodel. I just want to rub up against a supermodel. That's what I would be. I'd be like, I just want to see her nude, and then maybe just in my pants rub up against her for like 5 minutes until something happens in my pants.
That's a good one.
Even at 13, you would have been able to voice that wish?
Of course. If I was dying, I think that releases some of your inhibition. Mom, can you contact the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
The hunt has been criticized by groups including the Ark Trust, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Fund for Animals.
There's nothing wrong with a kid taking out a bear as his last request. These bears are prey on human lives.
Well, here you go with the prey.
I'm serious.
If you're not up there messing with the bear won't be messing with you.
Oh, come on.
They don't come where people are.
You don't know anything about bear. I'm an expert.
Neither do you.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Murphy is now apologizing to the gays for his remarks about gays and AIDS.
Really?
I told you last week that gays were protesting his appearance on the David Letterman show out in San Francisco. Eddie has now issued a statement saying he is not homophobic and he's not anti-gay.
Let the kid hunt in.
And he says that he knows that AIDS isn't funny. In 1981, I did a show for HBO called Delirious, and I touched on the subject of AIDS. I was 21 years old and just a kid. I mentioned the possibilities of AIDS being transmitted through kissing. Keep in mind that in 1981, AIDS was a new disease to most of us, and no one knew exactly how it was transmitted.
And they still don't.
I think it is unfair to take the words of a misinformed 21-year-old and apply them to an informed 35-year-old man.
The mature Eddie. I wish he'd go back to being that 21-year-old misinformed nut.
Then.
Yeah.
I deeply regret any pain all this has caused.
Oh.
So I guess the hatchet is buried.
Very good. There you go.
I'm so glad that he made up with the gay people. Let me see what else is going on here. Oh, Twister, the Steven Spielberg movie, was #1 at the box office this weekend.
How much?
I don't know exactly how much it grossed, but it was far and away the winner of that weekend box office sweepstakes.
I wonder how long it takes to shoot that movie. If my movie, that doesn't have a lot of special effects.
That must have been wild.
Man.
You know, after seeing what it takes to make a movie...
Yeah, what do you think now? They should charge $80 for a seat, right?
I don't know how we're getting in so cheaply.
All right. You're right.
We should not be complaining. Let me see if it has a gross here. $37.5 million. Final figures are due today. That's just the preliminary.
Wow. Man. My movie will do more that first weekend.
They say this movie will definitely hit the 100 million mark by Memorial Day weekend.
By Memorial Day?
Yeah, that's only a couple of weeks away.
By tomorrow. The way it's going. It must be a cool movie if Steven Spielberg did it.
The special effects are incredible, but I get tired of some of these movies.
I see.
Because it's redundant, the action. Oh, here we go. Just because... I'm sorry, I'm a sophisticated moviegoer. I like to see something different on the screen all the time.
Well, you'll see it.
Well, that's what I'm going for. Maybe I shouldn't complain at 8:50, but since you asked. The picture of me on the side of the screen. Oh, shut up.
What else is in the news, Robin?
NBC has picked up the Jeff Foxworthy show.
What, is it that country guy?
Yeah.
The horrible comedian?
I guess he was on ABC, and they decided that they didn't want it because of its low ratings, and NBC grabbed it up. What's that all about? Not supposed to grab up low-rated shows?
Yeah. I got a high-rated show no one's grabbing up.
Princess Diana is threatening to walk out of the divorce proceedings, the negotiations on the settlement between her and Prince Charles. Apparently she doesn't like the way it's going in terms of the monetary offers being made or her living arrangements, apparently. So,
and I'm sure she's in no rush.
Called the Queen and said, look, I'm about to walk if you don't start straightening out your son. So they figure the Queen will pull Charles in and slap him around and get him to be a little bit more cooperative.
Right.
They say they're fighting over every little thing.
Why not? Why not? What else they got to do, those two?
Yeah, they don't have jobs.
They got the life of Riley. Whoever Riley is.
I don't know what that means, the life of Riley.
It says an expression, Robin.
I see.
Life of Riley.
Let me see. Anything else? I did have some sound of some of the people who survived or who were the families of the victims of that plane crash, but it may be too gruesome.
Oh, that's always fun to listen to.
I just don't think so. We have another situation where a young kid is being accused of murder. A 10-year-old who had been left to take care of an 18-month-old is now charged with the 18-month-old's murder. Here is Brent Rugg. No, not Brent Rugg. Chris Olson, the Deputy Director of Safety Services in Inglewood, Colorado, I think it is.
When we arrived on scene, what we found essentially was an 18-month-old female who was not breathing, was unconscious, and appeared to have significant traumatic injury on her entire body.
And how old was the kid who did it?
10.
Wow.
So
and they left him alone with a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they are
how
wondering
long?
exactly, they've got to do an autopsy. I don't know how long, but they've got to do an autopsy, and they're trying to figure out exactly, what you can charge a 10-year-old with.
Charge the parents on that one. If the parents left a 10-year-old alone with an 18-month-old?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Also, there's a phenomenon that happens around here. Every time it gets a little bit warm, kids start falling out of windows.
That is true.
Well, it happened already this season. I forget. We were locked up on that set, so I don't have all the details.
Right.
But if, we've had the first one of a kid falling out of a window. This one was left with a kid, too. The parents were somewhere else in the apartment, and a young kid in their teens was supposed to be watching this baby. And the baby fell 5 stories or something. I think the baby survived. But
Wow.
when it gets warm, folks, you have to watch your kids around the windows. You just don't throw it open and let the 3-year-old run around. Shut that music off.
Wait. You got some more to say on that? What should we do? Leave the windows what?
Get those guards.
I see.
Make sure there's something there, and you watch the child.
Unless you're... What? What was that? No, just throw those windows open and let them see it. See if they bounce. Hey, and if you're Eric Clapton, you get a huge hit song out of it. those are the lucky ones. And finally, of course, the NBA playoffs are going on right now. That's right, Robin. The Knicks and the Bulls are heavy into it. The Knicks are down 3-1. They say very few teams have ever come back from those odds, so we're not expecting much. And Chicago's playing crummy. That's even funnier. Yeah, they're not playing the greatest, but they just squeaked by the Knicks yesterday. I was watching Seattle and Houston. And that was
Houston
kind of
is out of it.
Yeah, it was a crummy game.
Yeah, Houston won everything last year, and they've been wiped out in this series by Seattle. Here is Hakeem Olajuwon to talk about the Rockets' season.
Yeah, because last year they won.
Winning championship the first time, going back and defending it. So that's a blessing, and that's something that we should forever grateful about. And look forward to the future. Add more strength to our team. And look forward for the future.
No way that was English. Hey, listen, the guy was raised hunting zebra in the loincloth. He's not doing so bad.
He's doing okay for himself. Here is Patrick Ewing about the Knicks loss to Chicago yesterday.
The Neanderthal Patrick Ewing.
Oh, stop it. Why are you calling him a Neanderthal?
He looks like a throwback to the cave days. I never seen a guy like that.
He was so funny. He was doing really well in the fourth quarter yesterday. Yeah. And he jumped over Dennis Rodman and made a basket. Yeah. And then he stretched those arms. I swear they went from one end of the court to the other.
He can steal a ball from the bench.
Very frustrating. This is a game that we had a definitely opportunity to win. I can't believe the calls at the end. But
yeah, he was called for traveling.
That's the way it is in this game.
That's it, bro.
And that was a very crucial call.
All right, Rob.
But he did travel. And here's Michael Jordan.
Randy Brown came in and gave us the minutes. I think he was 3 for 4 from the field and gave us some great defense. And Bill Whittington, hit a big shot down the stretch, and that's what we need.
Yeah, because you weren't doing anything fourth quarter. So they win it. It goes back to Chicago, and we'll see how it turns out. But it doesn't look good for the Knicks right now.
We'll take a break, and then I'll do the plugs, I guess.
All right.
All right.
More to come when the Howard Stern Show returns in a moment. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Let's do the plugs and then leave. Jackie, Henhouse, Joe Page Martling, 78 wild minutes of filthy jokes on CD or cassette on the hysterical Sergeant Pecker. Only $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. The Father's Day special, you buy two, you get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. And Friday night, June 7th, 2 shows at Catch a Rising Star in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For dirty jokes and Jokeland's web address, call 516-922-WINE. This coming Saturday night, King Norris is unplugged at Detour in Manhattan. Be sure not to miss Jackie the Joke Man, Stuttering John, Baba Booey at the Kevin Gillespie softball tournament this Saturday on Randall's Island. And you can watch the games, you can play miniature golf, or just take batting practice. It's a family day. For more information, call 212-860-6586. And if you're planning a wedding or a party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineers. Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. All right, that's it. We've done enough show. Welcome.